for people to want us for that narrative to even be a thing.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, yeah, Jed has won a veto. I've won 0 comms.
Yeah.
I'm just a big guy.
Yeah.
For being real.
Yeah.
Like, they look at Jed and I as a duo. I'm just like, how?
Yeah. No, I feel you.
You know what? There was just so many things where I'm like, we don't really operate like a duo. Like, we're just really cool with each other, and we have like a lot of things in common. But like, duo, I think is a little excessive.
So are you trying to like open up doors in this game for yourself?
Of course, it's not about like I'm not saying that. When we're grouped as a duo, I just never understood where that came from. Yeah. Like that narrative. Because like Tina and Taro being grouped in a duo made sense. Austin and Brayden being grouped in a duo made sense. Yeah. You and Kyle kind of made sense too. Yeah. But like Jed and I, that, I don't know why it was grouped as a duo. I just never understood that. Yeah. Right? And obviously, like, going forward in this game, it's, like, it's an individual game. I got to think of, how do I win this game? I'm going
for sure.
This game.
It is an individual game. I'll tell you this, I don't want you gone. So, I've never wanted you gone. But if you're, like, I understand what you're doing right now. You got to, like, open up new doors and develop new relationships. And that's why Kyle going was a good thing for me. You know what I mean? Because, yes, we played as a pair, and, like, it would have been great to go through this game with him. But him leaving actually, like, turned out to be a good thing for me because it allowed me to, like, talk to new people and develop new relationships. And I think you're in a position where you can do that now too, because yes, everybody's looking at you and Jed. It's very clear, like everybody's looking at you. But if you know that at this point in time, like this is an individual game, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is the second half of the season. Like if you're looking to open up doors, I think that's the smart thing to do.
100%.
Because I personally don't want you gone. Just know that I don't want you gone.
I don't want you gone right now either.
Yeah.
Not now. I'm kidding, but like no, seriously.
Snip me in final 3.
Like I just think there are people, to me. Who are more of a threat, more standing in my way. Yeah. You. 100%. And it's like, there are people who, as it comes down to it, would for sure take each other. I don't know if I'm included on that list. So it's like, there are obviously things now that I'm starting to think about being like, okay, it's really important to open doors, like you know what you're saying. Yeah. Because, as we get into the nitty gritty, it's like, you're looking around the room and it's like, who am I putting up? Yeah. And it's getting there where it's like, somebody might put me out. Yeah. Right? So.
No, I feel that. So if you win next week, would I be in danger?
No, I won't put you up.
Okay.
Definitely not put you up.
I don't, like, honestly, like, I want you and I to go far in this game too. You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about people that would like stick together to the end, like I think you're more receptive to opening up new relationships. And yes, we might have had one. We might not have as good of a one now on a game level. We do on a personal level, obviously, but you know what I mean? I think that's probably smart. Like not putting me up, like I would obviously appreciate that. And it's good to hear that you wouldn't.
No. No way.
Okay.
Right? Because it's like, here's the thing, like I think it's time that you and I developed a gay relationship.
For sure.
Like, I'm thinking like, we're getting to that point where we gotta start thinking about like what's happening going forward. Yeah. Right? And obviously putting you up wouldn't help that relationship.
Well, for sure. And like obviously like say Vic goes this week, right? Then you and I are kind of like, obviously like if you're saying right now that you and Jed are not like this duo that everybody else was, then you're gonna need someone in this game, and so am I. Straight up. Yeah. Because I've been playing a solo game since Kyle left, basically. Like
which in a way has been good for you.
It has, yeah. I'm not gonna lie about it. It has been good. Yeah. Because it took the target off me a little bit. I think everybody can see that. But I still touched the block a couple times. But like it's all good, right?
Yeah.
But if she goes this week, like, you know, there's an opportunity for you and I to kind of come closer together. I think.
I agree, because I think like what's happening this week.
Yeah.
Being real.
Yeah.
It's probably always the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, like it was always a plan.
I do think this is what Beth wanted. Like I do believe her. Yeah.
Deep down.
Yeah.
I knew that. From the start.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if not now.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. And I'm not like, you can tell me if you were shaky about it, because if I were you, I would have wanted me out in this situation. So honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you felt that way.
The problem with me was,
it
was like, I actually was on the fence.
Yeah.
because it was like, on one hand,
Yeah.
I think we talked a little bit about it yesterday. It was like, as much as I don't trust Beth, there are things where she had proved herself. Whereas it's not that I didn't trust you. It's just that we never had built that relationship.
For sure.
To say that I could trust you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really all it was.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm like, Bro's more rational. I feel like he would be more real. And I feel like you just give me a vibe where it's trustworthy. It's like, do I trust the vibe or do I trust somebody who has come through?
Yeah.
But it's like, she's also come through, but also been a snake. So it's
For sure. No, straight up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like looking at credit history and you being like,
Yeah.
okay, you haven't, I don't know how you'd be as a borrower.
Yeah.
And then you look at someone else, it's like, well, you went into debt, but then you paid off, and then it's like, I don't know. And it was kind of that situation with me where it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, we're taking a gamble.
100%. And, you know, I obviously I can only do so much without having won an HOH to like prove myself. You know, the vetoes I can save myself and just kind of maintain myself in this game. But the only way I can prove myself is if I'm around to do so. And I will. So hopefully that conversation yesterday was meaningful enough. But I can
100%.
but I'm not like, I don't blame you if you like were on the fence or like you felt like you might have wanted me out in the situation, because like that's a reasonable line of thinking.
But there were so many options in my mind about what could happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't really like Ro has to go.
Yeah.
It was like there's so many scenarios. Like
Yeah.
other duos in the game.
Yeah.
There's you.
Right.
And then there's pretty much three HOHs. And
Yeah.
it's like there were so many things going through my mind.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't dead set on any one of them. But I also knew that there was a consensus in the house about one. And that made me feel real comfortable about it.
Okay.
Because like the reality is that if not now, then when?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was more so like, let's let fate see how this plays out.
Yeah.
So when I said if I win that veto, I'll do whatever Beth wants.
Yeah.
Because I just want to respect her HOH.
Yeah.
And to be real, I think Beth would have wanted me to pull you down.
I think she did, honestly. Yeah.
And that's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Right? And that was more so what it was about. I wasn't sure on any decision, but it was like, if that's what she wanted, I would have done it.
Yeah.
And that's what we went forward with. You want it, so it's even better.
Right.
It's better that you want it, actually.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If we're being real, like, if I had to pull you down,
Yeah. It would look sketch.
it would look so sketch.
Yeah.
I would have done it,
Yeah.
but then it would have raised a lot of question marks to people being like,
Right.
why are you pulling Ro down? And then Spice would have been like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. That's what I was like. I was talking to Jed this morning. Like, obviously, when she goes up, she's gonna be agitated, and she's gonna be wanting answers, right? So when and if she comes to me about it, I'm just saying, I don't know. It wasn't me. There's other people in the room that she told this to about who she'd put up on the block. So, I mean, I'd appreciate it if like my name wasn't brought up in the conversation if she comes to you and asks you.
How could it be?
I think
And
it
why
would be, like, if you're looking to like open up new doors in this situation where you're at in the game right now, which I think is smart, then like obviously I think it would be best to keep like you and I out of the conversation. And I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, wasn't me, and quit the conversation where it is, because I don't think it makes any sense to drag anyone right now. If she goes up, she's going home. So.
Yeah, and that's one part I was thinking. I was like, how do I frame the conversation? Because I also don't want it to be I don't want it for me to be a conversation where I'm like, oh, it's an HOH decision. And it was, I don't want to throw Beth under the bus either.
Right.
But to me, like, there were good reasons for her to go up. Unless I go to elaborate on some of them. Yeah, and just leave it at that. But reiterate that, like, ultimately was not my choice. Yeah. But I support.
For sure, yeah. I would do
choice
that
was made.
I would do that too. And Beth's perfectly rational to put her up on the block. Like, Vic's been like pretty vocal about her dislike for Beth, you know?
You know what I mean? It's been confirmed by several people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? So it's like, I don't know.